Well, hello again, and welcome to another Hyperion Morning. How y'all doing out there? This is always the big tester. Will my voice be okay at this point? Not great, not great, let's be honest, but not completely horrible, not terrible. So, just happy to be with you on this Monday morning. Hopefully, you had a fabulous weekend. Hey, Tony, good morning. Happy Monday to you as well. Thanks for coming along as we kick off this week. Good morning, Marianne. So good to see you here on this Monday morning. Hopefully you had a great weekend as well. How was your weekend? Did you have a wonderful weekend? Was it excellent? Did you do a lot of stuff? Did you do a lot of nothing? Did you watch football yesterday? Did you go out and have some fun at the parks? What did you do? Did whatever it was, hopefully it was fulfilling. Hopefully it was exactly what you wanted to get out of the weekend. We had a good weekend here. Again, still trying to get over this thing. So it's mostly just laid low all weekend, but that was good. That was good. That was what we needed, and that's what we did. So yes, today is very much a major Monday. No question about it. It's back to it. It's a Monday for me. I'm back in the office today, so we'll see how that goes. Outside of the way my voice sounds and an occasional cough, symptoms are gone. So I'm okay to go back into the office. But I may not sound like I am. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, other things are good. But yeah, it is majorly Monday. So we'll be all fighting through it all day today. And I'm here to help give you a couple smiles, hopefully a little shot of positivity to kind of help get you through this Monday. So what are we talking about on this day? It is February 10th, 2025. Well, first and foremost, we need to talk about this. Congratulations to the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. What a dominating performance they put on yesterday. What they just absolutely crushed the Kansas City Chiefs. Like everything the Eagles wanted to do, they did, and the Chiefs could not handle it yesterday. It was all about the Chiefs. That's all about the Eagles. They were by far, the better team on that day, maybe overall, but definitely on this day. It was not even close. It was not really much of a game. Watched most of it, I will admit, as it got out of hand, probably early in the fourth quarter. I'm like, okay, good enough for me. I'm going to call it a night. But what a game for the Philadelphia Eagles. So happy for their fans, especially a friend of ours, Pat from the Conversations Star Wars podcast. He is from the Philadelphia area, huge Eagles fan, very excited for him. I know he's very excited about what transpired during last night's game. So what did you think about the Super Bowl, by the way? What was your opinion on it? Of course, game, not great unless you were rooting for Philadelphia, of course. And then everything went right for you. Game, not great. Commercials, it was a rather lackluster year for commercials, in my opinion. There were some okay ones, but not any that I was like, wow, that's really, really good. And I kind of find that way with most years. Usually there's a few gems, and then there's a lot of whatevers. But you kind of remember the gems. So you think, every year there's all these great ads. But yesterday, I didn't find a lot that I found completely funny or interesting or intriguing. Was just one of those things. So halftime show was great. Pregame show was great. Enjoyed the whole thing around that. But otherwise, not so much. The Nike Sports, I agree with you, Marianne. That was one I pointed out. I actually pointed to the TV. I'm like, you're darn right. Flag football for women, all 50 states, absolutely needs to happen. You're darn right, Marianne. Thank you for pointing that out. That was an ad that I was inspired by, and I feel had a really, really important message. Yeah, that was really good. I think we're talking about the same ad. Really, that was really, really good. So thank you, Marianne, for reminding me of that one. Very good. We had some food. We just kind of sat and watched the game. Nothing exciting. Again, maybe didn't do it up the way we would normally do for a Super Bowl because of the fact that wasn't feeling up to snuff, but we still enjoyed it. By the way, Jalen Hurts, the MVP, if you're headed out to Walt Disney World today, he's going to Walt Disney World. You can see him out at the Magic Kingdom as they celebrate the Super Bowl champions with the parades, usually around the Festival of Fantasy parade time around 3 p.m. You can go check him out and celebrate the Philadelphia Eagles if you so desire on this day. So yeah, definitely want to do that. What else are we talking about on this day? Well, if you've had a Super Bowl, well, the next day always comes with that football hangover. It is National Football Hangover Day. Now, I've heard for years people talk about how let's just go ahead and make Monday a national holiday in the U.S. after the Super Bowl. And sure, you could do that. There are millions of people who are going to take the day off of work today, or they're just going to go ahead and not really work very hard today. That happens. It used to be different for me when it was on the West. Much easier to take the following Super Bowl Sunday on the West Coast when the game starts around 3:30 in the afternoon, as opposed to 6:30 in the evening on the East Coast. But still, it's tough to get through it. What they should really do, and there's no reason why they haven't done this yet other than tradition, is the NFL should just shift the Super Bowl. I know it's Super Bowl Sunday. Shift it to Saturday. Just make it Saturday. There's no reason for it not to be on Saturday. And then everybody gets that day on Sunday to kind of recover, rest. I don't understand why they haven't bothered to do this yet. They should go ahead and do that. Take care of that. They have 2 weeks in between the last game and the Super Bowl. It's not like that. It's going to affect their preparation time for any of these teams. Just go ahead and move the game to Saturday. No one would complain about that. No one. Anyway, it is National Football Hangover today. Hopefully you don't have too much of a football hangover today. What else are we talking about today? Well, this made me hungry. It is National Cream Cheese Brownie Day today. And I was thinking about it. I think I've had a cream cheese brownie, but I can't recall for sure that I have. Maybe I made a red velvet brownie with cream cheese in it at some point. That sounds vaguely familiar to me, but I'm not sure. But it's two things that I love. I love a good brownie, and I love cheesecake or that kind of cream cheese filling. I love cream cheese in general. Put those two together, sounds pretty good to me. Today's a day to enjoy a nice cream cheese brownie. Maybe whip a batch up at home. Plenty of great recipes out there if you want to check that out. Hey, this is something that is usually a good day for it, depending on whether it's sun or it's rain. But here in Florida, it's a day to break out that umbrella because it is National Umbrella Day. I know Michelle, like she gets out in the park, she needs to put an umbrella on because she barely looks at the sun and she starts to burn. We have our son, Scott, who is not a huge fan of getting sunscreen on him, like despises it. So it's always the battle to try and get some sunscreen on him, but knowing that it may not always be a win, to try and get an umbrella over him to make sure the sun doesn't get on him too much. But of course, obviously, most of the rest of the country and down here in Florida for a lot of the year, also for the real purpose of an umbrella to kind of shield you from that rain. So today's the day to break out that umbrella. Here's something that it might be too warm for here in Florida. It is National Flannel Day today. We're going to be in the 80s today. I don't think we're breaking out the flannels down here in Florida, but I know a lot of the country. Man, a nice cozy flannel sounds pretty good right now. So today is the day to go ahead and break out that nice, comfortable, cozy flannel. It is National Flannel Day. So go ahead and do that. Take advantage of it on this day. Hey, if it's your birthday today, again, it is February 10th, 2025. A very happy birthday to you. Here are just a few of the people that you celebrate your birthday with. We'll start with Bob Iger because this is a Disney show. He is, of course, the Walt Disney Company CEO. Some people like him, some people not. Some people kind of fluctuate in between how they feel about him. But he is the Walt Disney Company CEO right now. And there's no discounting the fact that he has brought many of the franchises that we love into the Disney fold. Star Wars, Marvel, Pixar, there are just so many great things that he has done. Now, some of his current policies, maybe most people aren't as huge a fan of, but either way, he's done some good things for this company. So, Bob Iger, he turned 74 today, born on this day in 1951. Others we're talking about today. How about great singer Roberta Flack? She turns 88 today, born on this day in 1937. You may know a couple of her songs. The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face, Killing Me Softly with his song. Great singer. Happy birthday to her. How about talk about a fantastic swimmer? Mark Spitz turned 75 today, born on this day in 1950. One of the greatest American swimmers of all time. Won 7 gold medals, which was a record at the time back in the 1972 Olympics. Just kind of revolutionized the sport in many ways. How about an Academy Award winning, an Emmy Award winning, a Golden Globe Award winning actress, Laura Dern? She turns 58 today, born on this day in 1967. She won the Academy Award for her role in Marriage Story, where she played a divorce attorney. But she's been in so many great things. Jurassic Park, for one thing. She was in Star Wars. She was in Star Wars The Last Jedi. She's been in a lot of different things, and she's been great in a lot of different things. And finally, Elizabeth Banks. You may know her from, well, she's been in a lot of different roles. We love her as Effie Trinket in the Hunger Games series of movies. Anyway, she turns 51 today, born on this day in 1974. Funny actress. Really good. So wishing them all a very happy birthday. And again, if it is your birthday, a very happy birthday to you as well. One more thing before I get out of here. Of course, got to get that shameless self-promotion in. Yes, our new episode is out. Hopefully you've taken a listen to it, maybe for your Super Bowl pregame warm-up yesterday. Please forgive my voice during that episode. Just like you hear here, it's pretty much like that during that episode as well. So please forgive me. I battled my way through it when we discussed all about the highs and lows from our recent Disney vacation, which included a 5-night Disney cruise and some time at the Walt Disney World Resort. Maybe not as much time as we wanted, but we talked all about it. Talked about some things that went sideways, talked about a lot of things that really went great and were excellent and fun. So please check that episode out right now. It is anywhere you can get your podcatcher, any podcatcher you have, anywhere you get your podcasts. Find it, listen to it, and we hope you'll enjoy it for sure. All right. Voice is completely fading out. Gonna get out of here. Everybody, you got this. You're gonna make it through it. It is Monday. It is very Monday. It's a football hangover Monday. But you know what? We're going to make it through it together. And before you know it, we'll be through the week and onward to the next weekend. And I'll be here each and every day battling through whatever I got to battle through to help you get your day started what I hope is the right way. So please always remember, keep on sharing that kindness. Keep on sharing those smiles. And of course, keep on sharing that positivity. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. to do all those things with you once again. Until that time, everybody, please have a magical day. See you tomorrow. Bye.